everybody for joining us for the kickoff of WikiTree Challenge Week 7 for Elizabeth O'Neal. Thank you, Elizabeth, for allowing us to work on your family this week.
Sure,
everybody's really excited to get started. And our team captain is Catherine Lake Hogan, who was our first guest of the year. Thank you, Catherine, for stepping up and becoming a team captain. We really do appreciate it. It really helps the week with communication and just keeping everybody apprised of what's happening and what's going on during the week. So the space page is our main collaboration point. It's where you ask for help, share information. So it's your workspace, so you should feel free to add information to the page. The only place that you don't add anything is the section on bounties and brick walls. Just a note for, I know we have a couple new participants for this challenge. So just going to go through the space page pretty quickly here. So right here at the top of the page, we have a link to Elizabeth's profile that you can get to. And of course, if you go to her profile, there's the Tree Apps icon right here in the upper right-hand corner. And if you open that up, you can go choose the CC7 views. It's a great place to get started on the challenge. So just kind of a little tip there for y'all. So back to the space page. Let's see. We have also here a link to Catherine's profile. If you have questions, you can access her profile and send her a message. If you're interested in being a team captain, just let Aowen or I know. We'd love to have you help us with upcoming challenges for the rest of the year. Signed up for this challenge, the GTG post is now the place where you can go to and you have new connect that. So you just get a comment and say, I made a new challenge. So what that means is it just means when you go to Activity, you find on WikiTree and you can let us know, and that's 15 points. All right, so back here, there's a link right here to the GTG, so you can do that. And then next up on the page is a short video on all about the WikiTree challenge. It kind of gives the introduction. I think it's about 12 minutes long. So you can check that out if you're new to the challenge. It goes into more depth about how to participate. If you aren't on Discord, we definitely recommend it. It's a great way to have real-time collaboration and chat with other participants. And just to show you what that looks like, here is the Discord. And right here on the left-hand side, you can see all these channels. And you scroll down to WikiTree Challenge. There's a current challenge channel. And I've got at the top of the channel, and it's pinned, this post to, it has links to her profile, showing the connections. There's a link to Catherine's profile and also her user on Discord. So you can tag her by just doing what I have there. If you have a question for her. There's a link to the score sheet. And then in the channel, we have these threads where you can post that you have a profile that needs profiles added, or if you come across a profile that has a duplicate on WikiTree, you can post in this thread, merge needed, and we'll get that taken care of for you. Also, if you have a category that's needed, you can let us know here in this thread. So there's many ways you can get to that. If you go up here to pinned messages, you can see all these links here. So it also includes links to the G2G posts, the free space page, and then our Zoom and YouTube links for the kickoff, the weekend chat for Saturday, the wrap up, which will be next Thursday at the same time, and then our reveal on YouTube. So that's Discord. It's really a great way to collaborate in real time. And so this is the help page about how to get started. And there's a video, it's about 5 minutes long, on what it is and how to do it. You can watch that on our YouTube channel. There is another short video right here that explains how to find missing connections for Elizabeth. So you could go out to like the 3rd or 4th degree and look for members of her family that have no parents or no children or no siblings, and you can start working there. And then we have a link here to the score sheet, which I don't believe is active yet. So no worries. All of the work that you do will show up. So you can start work anytime. And even though it's not active yet, they'll still be calculated. So go ahead, you can go ahead and get started anytime. The next section of the page is where you can ask for help. We have maintenance categories for the challenge. So you can put in a profile. Maybe you don't want to spend time writing biographies. You can put in there that this profile needs a biography. And there's a category for that, so that somebody then who likes to write biographies can go there and find something to work on. All right, and so there's other categories like you can put in that it needs a birth record or marriage record. So that those are great ways to collaborate too, is by using those maintenance categories. If you're not sure about military templates and how to use them, you can put in that category as well. The next section is on photographs. Please check with us about copyright and whether an image can be uploaded to WikiTree. Before you do that though, if you could please read through the help section on the photo FAQ page and kind of try to discern for yourself whether or not that image, if you should be uploading that image. So not only copyright, but you also need to be paying attention to the website terms of service. If you still are unsure and like to find out, you can go ahead and ask for help. And how you do that on the space page is you just edit the page, and then you can put in the link for where that image is. I'm just gonna leave an example here. And then if you sign with the 4 tildes, what that does is it puts in your WikiTree ID and the date and time that you left that message. And that allows us to know who left the message and who to get back into contact with. So please be sure to do that. And that's throughout the rest of this page where you're asking for help. Make sure to sign so we know how to get in contact. We have WikiTree volunteers that are near centers or affiliate libraries for the Family Search Library, and they'll do lookups for us. So again, leave the link and sign off on it so they can get in touch with you. All right, next section. We love to see where we go during the challenge. And I kind of already got it started here with checking WikiTree Plus for the locations within 7 degrees. And so this kind of gives you an idea of where the profiles are birth and death locations. So feel free to add more states or provinces or countries here. We love to see where all we go. It's a lot of fun. And of course, another opportunity to earn bounty points is the interesting finds. And make sure to sign off on this one so you can get your points. And if it's interesting to you, if it counts as this, so you want to add your interesting find here. If you find it interesting, I'm sure others will as well. So if you come across a newspaper article about a certain person, let us know about it. Our guest stars always love hearing these stories. Sometimes it's new information, and sometimes it takes us down a new path. So please be sure to share. And we have a section here. If you come across any notables, please add them here. We'd like to know about those. And then military profiles. If you come across these, I've got the sticker and the project for each of these, so you can tell how to use the sticker, and the takes you into where the categories are, so you can see what category to use for the stickers. If you need help, again, there is a maintenance category for you to ask for help with these. But you can go ahead and add in the profile to this section wherever you found a profile for that conflict. Okay, free space pages. So free space pages can be for anything. One of the main great ways we can use the free space page is for a will. Sometimes wills can be really long, and so it's not taking up a lot of space on their ancestor profile. If you have a free space page, you can have it completely written up there, and then you can link to everybody who's listed within that will, which is a really great way to use a free space page. So sometimes you can have an interesting story where you'd like to flesh it out more and tell the whole story. Maybe there are more ancestors or family members you can list in there and link to. So those are some ideas. Other free space pages, of course, are for cemeteries. You can add any here that you have come across or that you create. And if you come across any name studies or place studies, please add them here. We like to know when you come across those. And we talked about bounty opportunities. And so these are the 8 great-grandparents, and you can claim those out on that GTV post. About midweek, Sunday evening usually, Celia goes through and just kind of picks randomly throughout the tree some brick walls for us. And you can you'll get that in an email from our team captain once those are posted, and you guys can start working on those. And those are your big points for bounties. Those are 25 points a piece. So that's your opportunity to get lots of points. And then this section of the page is for the Zoom and YouTube schedule and links. So the Zoom is always the same link for all the different chats that we have. So just to kind of go over the schedule, we'll have our weekend chat on Saturday at noon. And then our wrap up will be next Thursday at noon, and that's Eastern. And then our reveal will be on the 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, the WikiTree challenge was started to help us spread the word about WikiTree. So if you can share across to your social media channels, we'd really appreciate that. You can actually take one of the official posts that we do out on our channels and share or retweet. Or if you want to do your own post, you can use the images that are attached to the space page. Go there real quick here. So we have one participant, and we also have one that says you have an interesting find that you're sharing. All right. If you have something special that you'd like to have an image created for, just let me know and I'll get that created for you. I'm happy to help with that. Okay, and let me see, there's something going on with the page. So let me just quickly fix that. Looks like it's hiding part of it. Just give me 1 second here. Looks like the last update made it disappear, the last part of the page. Okay. There we go. All right, and so the last and almost most important part of the page is down here at the bottom in the resources section. So this is where we have lots of great links to editing tips, example challenge profiles, so you can kind of get an idea of what your profile should look like. There's also links here to the WikiTree browser extension and the WikiTree sourcer, which if you haven't used it, please take a look at that. It is a really easy way to bring profiles and all the sources and a written biography over from Family Search or Ancestry. So give that a look. There's the link to the space page there. So another place to look and to find work, where to work, is a WikiTree Plus query. And if you just click on this link here, it takes you to WikiTree Plus and shows you active challenge profiles with no parents. So that kind of gives you somewhere to work. And here are some more example of queries that you can run. So just take a look at those. And again, if you need help, feel free to reach out on G2G or on Discord, and we'll give you a hand. Everybody's always really helpful. All right, and then if you have any African American profiles that you're adding, please be sure to add the US Black Heritage sticker. And the links here can explain more about if you have needing to document enslaved people, how to find enslaved ancestors. So there's more resources for that. And then also down here at the bottom, very bottom of the page, is the WikiTree source library. So the source library has sections for not only locations, but it has family genealogies and country specific resources. So if you've kind of hit a brick wall, this is a good place to come and check to see maybe there's a source that's available for the location or family you're working on. All right. So just want to say again, if you come across any resources, let us know. You can add them here. Feel free. This is your space page to collaborate. So feel free to add to it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the Google Calendar for WikiTree, you can do that. I can send you the link. Just let me know if you'd like it. It has the full calendar of events on WikiTree that also show up in Discord here. So that's if you follow a Google Calendar, if you use that, that's another good tool to have to make use of. All right, so I'm going to open it up. Elizabeth, is there anything you'd like to share, or Catherine, anything you'd like to talk about the week?
In my defense, my WikiTree is kind of weak because I had to kind of keep things under wraps while I was working on my certification portfolio. So there are a lot of things that are going to look like they are unsourced and I'm sloppy about, but I was keeping them quiet while I was working. So if you want to know if I have a source for something, you're welcome to message me and ask. And I may have already done that work, but I just haven't shared it with you yet. So, that's on
Okay,
my
sounds good.
list. And the other question, Aowen was saying, is there anything you want them to find? Well, my mother had always, and I know there's you Canadians out there have a lot more experience in this than I do, but my mom always said that her maiden name, Daigle, Dagle, was a derivative of Daigle. And I have never found any evidence of this. There was no connection to the Louisiana people. They came to the Midwest and they stayed there and they're still there. So if you can find out if that's true or false, I would appreciate it.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you. I know I have a couple of big asks there, but hey, I've never had people do my ancestry for me, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Question, do I have an ancestry tree? Yes, but again, I kept that under wraps because it's a mess and I was using it while I was getting credentialed and I would be embarrassed to make it public. Anything you shouldn't touch. I don't really, there's skeletons, but not like, so-and-so is not really somebody else's dad. I've never found any evidence of that. Everybody seems to be genetically connected as they said they were. If you find anybody that isn't, I'm not going to be thrown for a loop because when you do this for a living, you learn how to distance yourself from it. And it's just sort of, well, that's a fact,
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Everything that I had to sort of keep private, I've already submitted and it's out there now. So yeah, I want to know what you find.
You can. I think by the time we do the reveal, I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna find something that you were not expecting, or they have taken your tree that little bit further back that you also weren't expecting. And I'm just saying this from my own experience as being a guest this year, the first guest of this year, and I had thought that some of my tree was well researched, and people still found all sorts of interesting things that I didn't know about, and it was fun.
Well,
It was a lot of fun.
you get kind of micro focused on certain branches of your family.
Yes.
As I was working on my portfolio, I was super focused on this Tennessee, my Swanay family. I was super focused on my mom's Delaney's and coins. And so all of my resources and mental faculties, what there are, went in those directions. But as we all know, there's a lot of other directions that I haven't really had a lot of time to explore. So, I go for it. I'm happy to find out whatever you find out.
Cool. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun doing this one. I can't wait to dive in. I can't wait to dive in and see what we can find.
Yeah, I'd like to. I have not figured out where my French ancestors came from in France. So
I
that
know.
pardon
I
me?
found
You
I
found
found
it
that
already?
yes,
Oh, okay.
because
All right.
just a sec. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. I won't be able to look for anything, so I already did my homework. I found
Okay.
about 20 of that kind of documents.
Oh, you rock.
Those are vital records for the Fèvre and Redoute lines. So I went back to early, late 18th century.
I'm speechless. Where are you? Are you in France?
Yes, I'm French.
Oh my God. Bless you. Bless you.
So my question is, I have about 30 documents and a little kind of Excel thing. Can I send it to you? Because I don't know how to use the site properly. I'm sorry, I'm a bit old school. I'm a bit lost in the site and everything, as you said, I'm sorry, it's not for me. I can't do that, but I can send you the documents in a zip file or whatever if you send me your email.
Are you supposed to send them to Catherine or Azure, or am I
Or
supposed
to
to
anyone.
wait
I don't.
Drive? I
Just
mean,
give me
I
an
don't want to
address. I
step
will
on
send
anyone's
you.
toes. I would
I don't know.
absolutely say yes, but I don't want to be breaking any
But
rules.
you know what? How about we do this? I'll take a look at the tree and see what has been added. And I think maybe we could just hold off until after the reveal to share the
I'll be on.
records.
I will be on holiday until the 22 or something like that. So I don't know.
The
Whatever.
reveal's on the 20th. So while you're enjoying your holiday, we can continue researching, and then after we do the reveal, then we can get you in contact with Elizabeth. And I know she's going to want the document,
Oh,
but we
100%.
don't want to spoil any surprises right now.
No,
So
I'm just saying.
that sound good? We can get you in contact with her after the
Yes,
reveal.
Lisa, thank you.
And yeah, and then of course,
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me just add, my birthday is the 23rd of this month.
Woo!
So this is a big birthday present for me. So thank you all. I'm not going to tell you how old I'm going to be. So I'm in denial.
Super.
Okay. So you just let me know when you want the documents, and I'll send to you or to anyone. Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's great. All right. Anything else, Azure, as we start to wrap things up? I know people are probably chomping at the bit to jump in and get researching. And I'll tell you, I've already started. I had another screen up here, and as you was going through explaining about things, I was already starting to like, which line should I start on? So I've already started.
I was going to mention one more thing. I think that Jackson mentioned my Lafleurs. Or no, you said the favors, but the Lafleur, as I was told to say. I was at Roots Tech one year, and I, overconfidently happened by the Quebec Genealogical Society's table. And if you've met this lady, you're totally going to understand what I'm talking about. And I said, "Oh yes, I have French Canadian ancestors, my Lafleurs." She goes, "Lafleur, Lafleur." Okay, however you say it. She says, "That's a deep name. The deep name." Okay, so what are you telling me? I've been researching the wrong name? Yes. Oh, crap. Apparently, all the flowers are deep names. So, okay. So I was severely educated that day that all the flower names are deep names, which is another thing I learned in David Ouimet's class. So I have no idea what the original name was. So I'm stuck on Le Fleur, and that's the end of that line. So I had college French, and I'm really bad at it. So pardon my bad pronunciation. But this lady really schooled me. So
Yeah. Well, that could be a goal too, to see if we can find what the original family name is. That's a
oh,
challenge.
he was soldier. He was soldier. Okay. I've been spinning my wheels for years. Thank you. That's why it's so important that you understand the culture and the country and the community and the history. And at the time, I guess I was lacking in my education of Quebec ancestry. And so, like I said, I've been hyper focused on certain areas, and other areas just have sort of slid. So whatever you can clean up, I greatly appreciate.
Okay,
All right.
excellent. Let's get going.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this kickoff. And we will see everybody at noon on Saturday for the weekend chat. And Jackson, I sent you a direct message of my email for you to send that information. Thank you so much for all that work you did, and have a great vacation. And again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out on Discord or G2G. We'll see you around the tree.
And I'll see you guys on the 20th.
Bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
You then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.